Guys, this is I'd say the cheapest stainless steel range hood I could find on Amazon at the time of this review. Basically, this is going to be our unboxing, and then we're going to basically install it and see how it functions. This one I had to pay a little bit more because it has two options where you can vent it through the front or through the back with an adapter like that, which we'll be installing on it. So I figured I'd take you guys along and see what it looks like. I'll leave a link in the description for this one here. Like I said, it is the cheapest for a stainless steel range hood, but prices fluctuate. So I also picked this one up because it has toggle switches versus the dial switches, which tend to break. Here's what it looks like on the inside. So this will have to be punched out, and this will have to go in here like that. Should fit just, and we'll have to screw it in. Filter, typical filter, nothing special about that. I'm not too sure what the hell this is for. I guess this is an extra piece here for probably under there. They just put it in here just so it doesn't float around the box, but it doesn't go anywhere. We'll have to take that off. Take this fan out, or actually, can we take this whole shroud out? That doesn't look like it's in there pretty good. Let me figure this out and we'll get this thing started. It's been a while since I installed one of these. This is basically the adapter for here, which I figured this would be inside and you would just drop that in there, screw it down, but we'll screw this down like that. One thing we don't need is this door. The ductwork that goes to here is so far into the house, and there's also one of these on the outside of the house, so this is overkill. If we take that lever off, we'll have more room to drop this further into the adapter. Or maybe it's on the outside. Yeah, okay. We'll just leave it. That can flip up on its own. So what we got to do now is pry this out. Shouldn't be too hard. There you go. We'll put this here. This way. Screw it down, and then we'll put some tape around it just to help it out. These are the screws that originally came with it, so you could use self-tappers. Probably be easier to do self-tappers. It's working so well. Screw it, let's try self-tappers. These ones might be a little big. These ones might be too small. Yeah, they'll just catch. That doesn't work too well. Well, that should be enough. One more. Okay. Let's quickly shoot some tape around that so there's no air leaks. If you're wondering why I'm sniffling, it's not COVID. I touched the cat. I'm allergic to cats, which kind of sucks since I like them. Okay, let me get this thing taped up and then we'll come back. That's how you do it properly. It's anchored there and there, and it's not moving. If it doesn't fit properly in the hole that's in the cabinet, you can always open it up a bit with a Dremel. A jigsaw. But it's not going to have an air leak. Put the pipe over it, tape it. It's good. I'll show you before and after when I install it. I'm not going to show you as I'm installing it because I still got to do a lot of stuff like wire it, and I need both hands for that. So that's I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's done. What it looks like when it's finished. Actually, it's pretty quiet. Installation was straightforward. It came with the screws even mounted, so. But the fan, it's not that loud. Not bad. Later.